Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is the final game of the regular season here, 5A basketball between your Gateway Gators and the Armstrong Lady Hawks. Welcome, everyone. Gateway High School, Monroeville, Pennsylvania. Vince Rousseau on the call tonight. Our talented crew bringing the action to you here in your home or wherever you're at, streaming here on GatewayGatorProductions.com. And we are underway. Armstrong wins the tip. This is a talented Lady Hawks team, enters this contest 7-4, 10-2. They were co-section champs. They will represent Section 2 in the postseason along with co-champ North Hills. Gators 2-19 on the campaign in the midst of a long losing streak, trying to end the season on a high note with a win here, which would be an upset and a chance to take some of that momentum into next season. Lovelace from deep, that one short, but a good look on the first possession by the Gators. Ball out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Gators. Good defensive effort there, applying the pressure. Danaeja James. As your starters for the Gators tonight, Rachel Szymanski and Layla Rocco, underclassmen, and then a trio of seniors, Danaeja James, Trinity Reese, and Aubrie Lovelace in for the Gators. On the other side, it's Sophia DiGregorio, number 10, 11, Emma Paul, 12, Kyla Fitzgerald, 21, Isabella Yancey, and 25, Sarai Weaver for the Lady Hawks. Tied, no, travel call. Looked like it was going to be a held ball call. Officials get those arms rolling. That'll be a travel call, and possession will stay with the Gators here. Their third opportunity to get a good look here in the opening moments of this one. Ball thrown away. Gators, good job stopping ball, getting back on defense, but still an open look from three. That one rattles off. Put back attempt, no good by Paul. We'll talk more about her as the night goes on. Another good look from three, and again off the mark. Lady Hawks cold to start this one, and it's Lovelace trying to do it herself the other way on a blocking foul called on Paul.
River Hawk foul, number 11, Emma Paul.
Good inbound for the Gators, and still no score as we approach about 90 seconds into this one. Rocco from three, hits, and the freshman starts the scoring. Gators with the early lead here, less than 2 minutes in. Open look from the corner is Paul. Money for Emma Paul. Emma Paul, one of the leading scorers in the WPIAL. Turnover here, hesitation, but a foul called. Lovelace got in there. And so the Lady Hawks will head to the line for the first free throws for either squad tonight. Fitzgerald able to draw the foul after the steal.
24 of the Gators, operating Lovelace.
This is the team that can fill up the bucket, that's for sure. Emma Paul leads the way, 21 points per game for the senior. As Fitzgerald misses the first, we'll have a second chance at giving the Lady Hawks their first lead exactly 2 minutes into this one. Second one, good for Fitzgerald. Lady Hawks out in front. Nearly taken away there. Lovelace able to come back to it, use that wingspan, goes coast to coast. Has that ball tipped away after the steal attempt by DiGregorio. So yet another inbound under the offensive basket for the Gators. We currently have the three-point shot from Rocco thus far. Now Lovelace going to pull it from deep. That's off the mark, but Rocco fighting underneath physically with Emma Paul. Let's see what the call is there. It's like held ball possession arrow with the Gators. So two players tie up. Gators got to get this one in quick, and eventually we'll just throw it away. Now a slew of substitutions. Everyone but Danaeja James checking
4,
off.
Maia Jones. 2, Anayla Jordan.
Anayla Jordan, Maia Jones, Casey
And
Glaze.
5, Kierra Pitts are in for the
Kierra
Gators.
Pitts. All check in for the Gators. Jordan nearly takes that one away, and then this one bounces off of the sneaker of Kierra Fitzgerald. And it'll be turned back over to the Gators. We now have 4 fresh faces out on the floor. Strong inbound, quick passing, and the Gators look to get a good look here once again, trailing by 1 in the early going. Gators winless in 2024 thus far. Their last win coming in late December as that one lips in and out for Kierra Pitts. Last win December 28th against South Allegheny. Put back attempt no good by Fitzgerald, and Gators doing a great job limiting opportunities defensively and clearing the boards. Jordan picks up the dribble far away from the bucket. Luckily, Danaeja James there to bail her out, and they'll get it back to Jordan, reset the half-court offense. Good look for Jordan in the corner. That one's good.
Anayla Jordan.
Pair of three-point buckets. First Layla Rocco, the freshman, then it's the senior Anayla Jordan. And the Gators find themselves back out in front, if only for a moment. Fitzgerald going to work. Got to draw another foul and get back to the free throw line, where she knocked down 1 of 2 to start.
Foul is on 13 of the Gators. James, 2 shots. Fitzgerald.
Danaeja James picks up her second team foul on the Gators. There's a couple substitutions for the first time tonight for the Lady Hawks.
Marlo Mellish.
So Marlo Mellish into the contest, along with number 32, Kaylee Allensworth. Fitzgerald again. Went just 1 of 2, but she's going to get another crack at it here, as it looks like Danaeja James went past that three-point line is one of those players on the outside. Can't do that. That's a lane violation. Luckily, Fitzgerald still unable to cash in on that second. 2 points from the free throw line thus far. Now heat check time. Emma Paul.
Emma Paul for 3.
Has 6 of the 8 points other than those 2 free throws for Fitzgerald. And back and forth we go. Lady Hawks back out in front. James using that size to get inside and almost gets that to drop. Would have been a chance at 3 the old-fashioned way. Instead, James will head to the free throw line to try and knock this one back up. After the foul is on Fitzgerald.
2 shots.
First on Fitzgerald, now 2 team fouls for both teams. Calmly, coolly knocks down that first free throw. So they both go, and we are tied up once again, back and forth. Solid pacing to this one. Both teams able to generate a little bit of offense. Both teams playing pretty good defense here in the early going. We're just over halfway here in quarter number 1. Now Paul trying to create a little space. Strong defense by James. Now Fitzgerald nearly loses it. Ball still loose in the corner. And it's Danaeja James who comes up with it but steps out of bounds. Tried to anticipate the contact there, but pivoted out of bounds. And so that'll give it. Oh no, they're going to call.
Foul is on 12 of the Hawks.
Foul call. James was able to draw that foul call. So we'll get a timeout in the early going with the Gators retaining possession. My apologies there, folks. 3rd team foul on the Lady Hawks.
Timeout, Gators.
Ranger squad leading the crowd tonight. Final contest here. Next week, it'll be playoff basketball here on this floor and on GatewayGatorProductions.com. The 7-10 matchup in the boys bracket, 5A basketball, and a local rivalry and a rubber match. As Penn Hills comes in as a 10 seed to take on your Gateway Gators, the 7 seed, for the third time this season. Those two teams met in a opening season tournament at Central Catholic. Gators came away with a 6-point win, then lost here a few weeks ago at home by 7 to the Indians. Those two teams will settle it with everything at stake in the round of 16. Next Monday night, we'll have that game here for you. Looking forward to it already. Anayla Jordan, a nice move inside. Able to back down the defensive player. Now Jordan with 5 points, and the Gators back out in front here 5 minutes in. Good give and go there. Strong offensive board going up strong and trying to lay that one up and in is Sarai Weaver, one of the starting 5 for the Lady Hawks. Now Weaver will earn a trip to the charity strike.
24 of the Gators, Aubrie Lovelace, 2 shots.
Aubrie Lovelace picks up her second foul. So Weaver, the first Lady Hawk not named Fitzgerald, to go to the line, and she'll knock down the first. Armstrong 3 of 5, 60% from the free throw line. Gators led by Danaeja James, 2 for 2 here in the early going, 100%. Weaver gets them both to go. Those are the first points in the contest for Weaver. Knotted back up at 10. Get a good look, baseline jumper. Lovelace put a little too much spin on that one. It didn't get the full way there. Now Paul the other way in transition. Good eyes to find the open shooter in the corner. That one off the mark. Lovelace had it for a moment. The Lady Hawks come up with it. Now it's Paul again from deep. That one off the mark. Gators catch a break there, and after 2 shots are able to clear the boards and come back the other way. Jordan goes with the Euro step, and they're going to call a travel there. A little disjointed of a drive there by Jordan. So good thought. Execution not fully there. A strong showing from Jordan. 5 points here in quarter number 1. Half of the Gators' points. As they're hanging around here with a Lady Hawks team that's 17-4 on the season. And we'll talk a little bit more about them, but they won 14 of their last 15. Undefeated in 2024, but a nice feed inside. Emma Paul did a good job there of attracting attention from a couple defenders. And good vision to find the cutter in the lane, Allensworth. So that's the 4th River Hawk to register points in this one. And they're back in front by 2. Quick look the other way, and getting that one to fall is Jordan, who now has 7 to lead all scorers early in this one. Eclipses the 6 points from Paul. Let's see if Emma Paul's able to respond. Trying to create herself, able to split the D, lays that one up and in.
Emma Paul.
Too easy, nice hesitation move, and now Paul eclipses Jordan. 15 of the 26 points coming from a pair of seniors. Under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Gators with a chance to tie or take the lead here in the dying moments of the opening frame. Get it to James, open look. Just a bit too strong. Lovelace tries to get in there for the board. Can't get it. Now it's Paul and company the other way, trying to build on this lead. And they will wisely pull it back out and hold for the last shot here with 15 ticks left. Comes back to Paul, who's going to pull the trigger from deep. That one hits the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, put up and in with just a couple seconds left. And that is how we will end the first quarter. A big bucket by Sarai Weaver. And the lead is 4 after 8 minutes of play on GatewayGatorProductions.com. 16-12 the total. I'll step aside for a quick second here and allow you to listen to the cheer squad, and we'll get you ready for quarter number 2. Ready for quarter number 2 here on GatewayGatorProductions.com. Recapping our first quarter. Armstrong out in front, 16-12 off of 8 points by Emma Paul. 4 points for Sarai Weaver and 2 apiece for Kyla Fitzgerald. Callie Allensworth on the other side, 7 points from Anayla Jordan to lead the way for the Gators. That ball still loose, no one coming up with it. Riverhawks get it back. Layla Rocco had a big 3 to start the scoring. And Danaeja James a pair of free throws. That's your scoring thus far. As we look for our first points of the second quarter. And a held ball. That was good sportsmanship after a few players get tied up underneath.
Back in for the Hawks.
Good job by Trinity, Reese, and Kaylee Allensworth to show some respect after fighting ardently for that rebound. Last contest of the season, so the Gators not afraid to go to the bench and play the full rotation, full complement of players in this one. Get a glimpse of what next season will look like while still giving some minutes to honor the seniors in their last contest. Rocco with it now, trying to create. Get it inside to Szymanski. Eventually they'll pull it out. Naira Reed, who had 8 points in a close loss for the JV squad, playing a little double duty here, some varsity minutes as well. Here comes Paul, just gonna blow by everyone. Play that one up and in with the right hand.
Emma Paul.
Paul now into double figures. Talked about, she averages 21 a game already with 10 here. We still got 6.5 to go until halftime. Mansky gonna drive inside. Leaves it off, good look there. Trinity Reese, that one just a bit off the mark. Now the Riverhawks get out, they wanna run. Paul gonna attack inside, a nice feed underneath. What a pass, no look. Right into the open arms of Allensworth, who was ready for it. Couldn't have drawn that one up any better, and Gators getting ready to check in a full, fresh slate of players here. They'll go with a brand new 5 on the floor here once we get to the next stoppage. Couple subs set to check in for the Riverhawks as well. Corner 3 by Reed, that one off the mark. Players tie up for it. And the Riverhawks come away with it. Again, it's Paul, able to just chuck that one down to a wide open Allensworth. And that's going to prompt a timeout. With 5:28 till halftime, and it is a 6-0 run to start the second quarter after the Gators at one point led 10-8. Since then, it's been a 14-4 run in favor of the Lady Hawks. So we can take a look at learn a little bit more about the Lady Hawks and their path up to this point. You see they were 3-3 at one point in this season. Since then, after those losses to Chartiers Valley, Shaler, and North Hills over that 11-day span early in the season, they've been 14-1 in the midst of a 12-game winning streak. You see there are a whole lot of W's filling up that second half schedule. So this is you talk about a team hitting their stride at the right time going into the postseason. So we resume play after the timeout. Fresh 5 in for the Gators. They find themselves down 10 here in the early going. Lovelace able to find some opening underneath. Gets that one swatted away by Paul. And then Paul with the scoop shot there. Unable to get that one to fall, but good look in transition. You can feel the intensity starting to ratchet up on the end of the Lady Hawks. Can the Gators match that intensity and energy here? Try and put some points on the board. Jordan maybe got away with a little push there, but got a clean look. Can't get that one to fall. Gators have gotten a little cold after a strong opening quarter. They averaged 25 points a game in general, scored 12 through the first quarter alone. Right now it's the Emma Paul show. 4 quarters here in quarter number 2. 4 points in quarter number 2, rather. 12 overall in this one to lead all scorers. She's got as many points as the Gators have here through about 12 minutes of play. Lovelace going to drive inside, has that one pulled away, and again, it's Emma Paul doing it at both ends.
Allensworth back for the Riverhawks. Szymanski for the Gators.
Strong drive inside. That one a bit off the mark, though. Ball still loose. Gators drop to the floor. That'll be another held ball here. Possession arrow in favor of the home team. So the Gators will have the ball. Good hustle. Still searching for their first points here in the second quarter. James able to drive inside, and again that one gets swatted away, but not before a little bit of contact. So a nice drive by Danaeja James will lead to another opportunity at the free throw line where James is 2 for 2 here. Her only 2 points coming in the first frame.
Foul, number 21, Yancey. 2 shots. For James. DiGregorio back in for the Riverhawks.
That was the first team foul on the Lady Hawks. Second one good for James, who's 3 of 4, has shot all the free throws for the Gators thus far. And so the Gators on the board here in quarter number 2. They cut the bleeding. Stop. That was a long run for the Lady Hawks. Lovelace now able to draw the foul, blocking foul in the midst of the shot. So the Gators go right back to the free throw line, and those are just the first 2 fouls for either team in the last minute.
32. Allensworth.
It's going to be against
2 shots for Aubrie Lovelace.
Nobody really in foul trouble yet. Lovelace has 2 on the other end. 2 fouls for Fitzgerald for the Lady Hawks. First free throw no good from Lovelace. Second one hits just about every part of the rim, but no good. Now foul travel call will give the ball right back to the Gators. So an opportunity to chip away here, take advantage of a mistake by the Riverhawks. Jordan with it in the corner, fakes the pass, and Gators will go to work in the half court here. Just a few minutes left before halftime. Now Jordan will pull the trigger from deep. That one off the mark, no good. Long shot, long rebound, as coaches like to say, but Gators can't track that one down, and now Emma Paul will take a shot from deep herself. That one off the mark. Offensive rebound. Now Paul able to dish. Good ball movement here by the Lady Hawks. Ball drives inside. Off balance shot. Would have been really good if it had gone. That was a tough take. Now Paul gonna get called for reaching in.
The foul was on 11 of the Hawks. Emma Paul.
So that will be foul number 2 on Paul. Let's see if she ends up taking a seat before halftime here with an 11-point lead for the Riverhawks. Lovelace from 3. No good. Thrown back in, and the Riverhawks will be the first ones to grab it. Again, no good. Paul gets it back. The floater. Off the mark. And an over the back call will go against the Lady Hawks, and that will be called on Allensworth. That'll be her second.
Foul was on 32. Callie Allensworth. Number 25, Weaver, and 21, Yancey back for the Hawks. Number 20, Trinity Reese, and 10, Rocco in for the Gators.
Layla Rocco back in for the Gateway Gators. Nice pass inside, but just a little too hard. Unable to be corralled by Trinity Reese. Good hustle by Reese to get back on defense. Under 90 seconds to play. Open look from 3, and it's good.
3 points. G. Gregorio.
First points from G. Gregorio. That builds a lead up to 14, largest for either team in this one thus far. With 1 minute to play. Travel against the Gators. So the Riverhawks will get it back with 1 minute left. And Emma Paul will bring it up the court, who, wow, is incredibly talented, as we've seen here in this one. 12 points for 1 half of play and counting here with under a minute left. Also a standout on the diamond. Softball player will be continuing her softball career at Fairmont State. Good ball movement once again. Leads to a wide open look. And Sarai Weaver able to knock that one down. Now Weaver with 6 points. 3 different Lady Hawks with at least 6 points in this one. They got 29 heading towards the break. 16 seconds left. Szymanski going to drive inside. The scoop shot, no good. Foul called. And the Gators will head to the line. That's one thing they've done well. Let's get to the free throw line. Draw fouls as fouls.
Foul was on 32.
In favor of the Gators. They have no personal fouls, no team fouls in this second quarter. Currently nobody on the floor with a personal foul. On the other side, 5 personal fouls in this quarter alone.
They have main dishes, snacks, assorted drinks, and desserts. Thank you for supporting Gateway Basketball.
So a clean game by the Gators, but still having some trouble here hanging with a very talented opponent. And the second free throw, no good. Szymanski on the score sheet, just 2 points for the Gators here in the second quarter. Paul gonna take a real deep shot. That is how the first half will end.
The first half here at Gateway. Riverhawks
29 to 14 our score as we head to the halftime break. It was 16-12 in favor of the Riverhawks, and then in the second quarter, a 13-2 advantage in favor of Armstrong, and that is where we will leave it. We'll take a break. We'll try to come back with a moment or two on the clock before we head into the second half on Gateway Gator Productions to get you ready, recap the stats from the first half, and then we'll have that second half of action here for you on GatewayGatorProductions.com. Welcome back, folks. Less than a minute until we start up the second half of play here on GatewayGatorProductions.com. You see your score there at the bottom of the screen, 29-14. Gators were within 4 after 1 quarter of play. 16-12 was the score, but the offense gave out for the Gators, and it was a 13-2 advantage for the Lady Hawks in the second quarter. So that's where we stand at the moment. Brackets came out. We talked a little bit about how next Monday night we'll have the Gators here at home on the boys' side of the 5A bracket taking on the Penn Hills Indians. That is a 7 versus 10 with the Gators, the higher seed, and the host here. If they win, they will likely get a rematch at Franklin Regional. So we will have that game next Monday night here on Gateway Gator Productions, talking about 5A women's action. Armstrong slated as the 5 seed. They will play their postseason game 8 days from today on the 20th, Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. against Latrobe, the 12 seed. Winner of that one takes on Lincoln Park, Penn Trafford in the 4-13 matchup. But we're here wrapping up the regular season here at the Henry J. Fury Complex at Gateway High School in Monroeville, Pennsylvania, just east of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. After a held ball, the Gators will get the chance to score the first points of the second half here as Aubrie Lovelace brings it past half court. Gators have gone to the bench, allowed everyone to get a few minutes in this one thus far. Emma Paul trying to do it herself again. Nice dish at the last minute. From a tough angle, Fitzgerald able to lay that one up and in. That's Fitzgerald's first field goal from the floor. Fitzgerald went 2 for 4 from the charity stripe in quarter number 1. Both teams have shot 6 free throws. Gators have knocked down 3. Riverhawks 4. Ball gets away from the Gators there for a minute. And Layla Rocco able to salvage that one. That was stripped away from Rachel Szymanski. Here comes Lovelace trying to do it herself. Lays that one up and in. And gets the foul at the end.
By number 24, Aubrie Lovelace. Foul was on 21 on Yancey.
Some confusion there. I don't know that Lovelace realized that she got the hoop and the harm. It'll be the second foul on Isabella Yancey, one of the starting 5 for the Riverhawks. And Lovelace registers her first points with a chance to make it 3. And gets it to go. Gators back within 14. Ball stripped loose for a moment. Comes back to Paul. Pulls up for an easy mid-range jumper. That one hits the side of the rim, no good. It'll stay with the Riverhawks in the blue road jerseys. Ball inbounds it. Oh, right back at it. Quick ball movement, decisive ball movement by the Lady Hawks. Turnaround jumper, no good, but the offensive board cleaned up and put back in. And Fitzgerald, who had no points from the floor through the first 16 minutes, has 2 field goals here in the first couple minutes of second half. Lovelace with a tough take there, can't get it to go. Szymanski with it now. Scans her options, gets it back to Lovelace. Curtis Williams, head coach for the Gators, given the commands offensively. Another 3-point shot there by Reed. Push foul go against Armstrong. Is that 7 consecutive fouls on the Lady Hawks? Gators.
Foul on number 12.
Good fortune. Haven't committed a whole lot of fouls in this one. That one gets away from Lovelace. Now it's Danaeja James trying to track down Emma Paul. They called, or able to draw the foul rather, on Danaeja James. As James gets a piece of Paul there.
Well, foul was on 13 of
Good
the
hesitation
Gators.
move by Paul.
Danaeja James, 2 shots. Emma Paul.
Second foul on James. Paul heads to the line for the first time and knocks down the first. Paul led all scorers with 12 in the first half. That's her first point here in the second half. Gets them both. Lady Hawks shooting 75% from the free throw line tonight. Szymanski able to blow by. That one turned away. Big time block there by number 25, Sarai Weaver. So it looked like Rachel Szymanski had an open lane for an easy layup. Gators got to inbound it. They do. Rocco able to save that one again. And now James going to try and drive in herself. Creates a little space. Can't get that one to go as it lips in and out. And the follow-up, offhand, good. And a chance for 3 upcoming is the put back up and good by Trinity Reese. Reese excited, the bench excited for her. Reese, the 5'8" senior forward. Free throw a bit strong. And a foul again against the Riverhawks. A little bit of a pull there by Sarai Weaver. She kind of sent Lovelace sprawling, and so the Gators will get the call.
Fouls on 25.
Rocco checks off.
Gator ball.
In comes Maia Jones. The Gators trying to take this lead down to 13 or 14 with a bucket here. And a nice find inside. Danaeja James. A nice roll to the bucket. Lovelace with great vision, able to find her. And some momentum now for the Gators, who find themselves within 14. This place is buzzing a little bit. Good ball movement by the Riverhawks. They'll get an open look. And the silencer at the other end. First points on the evening for Yancey, who got called for the foul just moments ago. Knocks down the triple to build the lead back up to 17. James tries to feed that one inside. No one home. 2-on-2 the other way, led by Paul. Paul just going to pull up. Bank that one home.
Paul.
4 points in the third for Paul, who's up to 16 to lead all scorers. James with it again, gives it back to Lovelace, and the Gators go back to work in the half court. They get it to Reese inside. Reese unable to create space there, has that one taken away. And then Reese gets a little overzealous underneath and gets called for the foul. Just the second team foul against the Gators here in the third quarter. 14 fouls against Armstrong, so the Gators will shoot free throws the rest of the way regardless of the fouls. Three-point bucket, good from Emma Paul. Seven points in the first quarter, now 7 in the third, to go along with 4 in the second. Add that up, 19. We still got 3.5 left here in quarter number 3. Talk about someone who can score the basketball. James drives inside, has that one turned away, and Sarai Weaver underneath, my goodness. Curtis Williams protesting a call to no avail underneath. That's going to be the second foul on Trinity Reese. So we play on with just over 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Some spirited banter between Williams and the officials. Gators have had a decided advantage in the fouls thus far through this one. Travel underneath called on Paul. So another call goes in favor of the Gators. Now can they make some hay off it as this lead has quietly but steadily increased to 22 for the Lady Hawks. Gateway, like most teams in the WPIAL, have just not had an answer for Paul, who dishes it off. Good vision, unselfish play. Leaves that one off for Allensworth, who now has 8. First points in the second half for Allensworth. James got loose for a second, but a foul call at the end of that will give the ball back to the Gators. Will send them to the free throw line as they enter into the bonus.
The foul was on 32, Allensworth. 2 shots.
So that'll be the 4th foul on Allensworth, who likely will have to take a seat here. Granted, Lady Hawks already had a substitution ready and waiting.
Number 44, Aubrie Hogan, in for the Riverhawks, along with G. Gregorio. Number 30.
So Aubrie Hogan in for her first minute. Sophia G. Gregorio back in, one of the starting 5 for the Lady Hawks. Layla Rocco back onto the floor for the Gators. Along with number 30, Naira Reed. 0 for 2 from the free throw line for Danaeja James. Gators shooting just 3 of 8 now from the free throw line. Good find underneath, and that one rattles home.
Hogan.
They got the ball to Hogan quickly to get her acclimated to the game, and she delivers. Easy bucket underneath. James going to try to do it herself again. Packed. We'll head back to the line for the 4th time tonight. Made 3 of her first 4, but missed the last couple.
James.
Got the Gators in the bonus. So also a shooting foul, so no rush here. James will get both of them. Knocks down the first. It's 1 of 2 for James, who has 3 points in the quarter. Good ball movement underneath, and a foul will send Weaver to the line for the Lady Hawks with 1:42 to play.
Foul was on 13 of the Gators. James, 2 shots. Weaver.
Weaver short on the first. A few more subs come in as both teams start to go to the benches.
Reese in for the Gators.
Ella Graff in for the Riverhawks. Layla Rocco comes away with the ball. Now trying to take on the entire defense herself. Made the move, but couldn't get that left-handed layup to go. As Rocco, a nice cut inside. One of those freshmen for the Gators that they're hoping continues to develop. Looks like Paul might have got away with a travel there. We'll play on. She'll get it back in the corner. Good move inside. Good defense, though. Tried to feed it underneath, and now it's Rocco again. Trying to do it herself. Draws the foul. Will head to the free throw line. Gators have done a good job getting themselves to the free throw line. That's the good news. The bad news, they've shot just 40%. Whereas on the other side, it's been a 6 of 8 performance for the Lady Hawks. But Rocco, who opened our scoring tonight with a clean three-point bucket. Nothing but net on that one. So Rocco gets 1 of 2, 4 points thus far on the evening. In for the Gators now, Kaylee Allen, number 11. Ball's loose, and Rocco comes up with it again. Leaves it off for Szymanski. Szymanski back to Rocco, who thought about the three. Probably should have pulled that, had a good look there. Instead, Lovelace will pull it back, and they'll start into the half court. Szymanski going to pull it from 3. That one misses. Ball loose underneath, and now players fighting for it. Held ball. Possession stays with the Lady Hawks here with 28.3 left. Three-point shot, up and good. That's a second 3 for DiGregorio, who has 6 now. Lead is 27. Szymanski's got to move with it, got to do something. Avoids the 5-second call. Able to find Reed. Reed able to get that to hit a few times. Can't get that one to fall, though. Now we have an injured player under the bucket for the Lady Hawks, as it looks like Isabella Yancey caught a stray arm up around the nose area, shaken up a little bit.
Number 2, Gemma Swartz in for the Hawks.
So Gemma Swartz will check in for the Hawks. Clock stopped with just 1.4 seconds left, so it'll be a catch and shoot situation here.
That's the end of the third quarter here.
Up by 27. The Lady Hawks decide to eat it there, not take the shot. We'll head to the final 8 minutes. Once again, we'll allow the cheer squad to transition us from quarter 3 to quarter 4. 50-23 your score after 3 here on GatewayGatorProductions.com. Back at it. Fresh 8 minutes on the clock. Our final quarter of play here. Final quarter of the regular season for your Gateway Gators women's basketball team. Trying to close out with some momentum here before turning attention to the offseason. Curtis Williams and his staff rotating the players through, trying to figure out what that rotation might look like next season, as this program's set to send off a number of talented seniors, including Danaeja James, Anayla Jordan, Kierra Pitts, Trinity Reese, Maia Jones, and Aubrie Lovelace. There are 6 seniors for the Gators. Good ball movement, open look, and a banked in 3-point shot. That one falls for the senior. Kyla Fitzgerald, known for playing underneath, able to step back and knock that one down from range. We'll get a quick timeout as the lead is ballooned to 30 here for the Lady Hawks. Big 3-pointer there by Fitzgerald. So we talked about earlier, Gators fans, still a lot to look forward to for the winter sports schedule, as Monday evening on NFHS, your crew right here will bring to you the Gateway Gators as the number 7 seed against the Penn Hills Indians, the 10 seed. And we talked about earlier a rubber match for the Gators and the Indians. Cheer squad keeping the spirit going here, even if it's been a tough showing and a tough season for the Gators, who will look to turn the page here for the girls program to 2024-2025. Gators get it in quick, get a good look, just off the mark, but Rocco, good hustle there. As that tipped away, it'll stay with Gateway. So an interesting draw and an interesting playoff matchup upcoming for the Gators boys squad, who were ranked as high as number 4 in the state at one point, number 1 for a decent stretch in the middle of the season. That 3-point shot is good. Reed, who put up some numbers in the JV game, steps in here in quarter number 4, knocks down the triple. And a foul on Rocco. So the Gators fall to the number 7 seed. They'll take on the Indians next Monday night on NFHS. A team that underperformed down the stretch with a real target on its back after that number 1 ranking. Now, how do they get back to playing their game? That 3-point shot in and out, ball still loose. A couple players tie up. And a held ball underneath. Physical contest here. Saw Rocco just a second ago kind of checking her lip, making sure she wasn't bleeding as she got up. We just saw moments ago at the end of the 3rd quarter, Isabella Yancey have to leave the floor with an injury. Looks like Yancey's got that nose plugged on the bench over there, but is on the bench. That's a positive sign. See her there, kind of smack dab in the middle of the bench there.
On 20 of the Gators, Reese.
The left nostril stuffed up. So, you know, for the Lady Hawks, this is a tune-up and in preparation for about a week off before their postseason opener, as we talked about, as Paul knocks down another one. That'll push Paul past 20 points. Give her a game-high 22. But the Lady Hawks will return home in all likelihood 18-4 at the end of the regular season. That puts them as the 5 seed in the bracket, co-section champions. And they have a date with Latrobe and the Wildcats next Tuesday evening up in Armstrong. course, for someone, myself, who grew up in the Alikiski Valley, still a little weird saying Armstrong. Folks up that way knew what a heated rivalry Ford City and Katanning was for so many years. Those two schools have merged and got themselves quite a girls basketball team this year. Danaeja James back on the floor, along with number 11, Kaylee Allen. Clock running with the modified timekeeping. That shot off the mark. Paul cleans that up. And the Lady Hawks go back to work here offensively as time winds down in this one. Open look. Foot was on the line. Would have been a two-point bucket, but no good. Lovelace now in transition, and that one just off of the outstretched arms of Kaylee Allen. Back into the game. Good to see Isabella Yancey able to continue on there on your screen. With it now, gets a little push from behind, loses the ball, and now it's Reed coming down the other way. She loses it. Lovelace with it. James drives inside, can't get the runner to go. Yancey with the rebound. Her and Rocco tie up. Sub incoming. Off goes Steve Gregorio, and in back comes Marlo Melish. Both teams going into the talent reservoir in the waning moments of this one. Ball loose, tie up. Possession arrow goes to the guests. Hope everyone's enjoyed our coverage of girls basketball this season. Certainly want to thank everyone who's taken time over the past several months to tune in and join us here on GatewayGatorProductions.com. If you haven't checked out some of the other work that our crew has done, feel free to look through the archives. And talked about next Monday night, we'll have a fun broadcast on our hands on NFHS. And it will be this talented crew of folks that brings it to you. Rocco with the quick shot, that one just off the mark. Been quite a year for the Gateway Gator Productions team, able to call championship games across a few different sports.
3 points, Allensworth.
As a three-pointer goes down there for Allensworth, who's into double figures.
Armstrong
with 11. And the Lady Hawks will call a timeout with just about a minute left in this one. So the Gators will fall to 2-20 to wrap up their campaign. They'll look to get off the schneid next year in section play. And they'll look for their first win in 2024 this fall. So it was a tough turn of the calendar for the Gators, as they'll end the season with an 11-game losing streak. That core of seniors that we talked about, hoping that they are laying the foundation for what may be in the future for this program. Certainly a lot of pieces coming back, and a few players that have put some points on the board as another three lips in and out. As a decent showing for a couple freshmen in this one. We talked about Layla Rocco opened up the game with a three-point shot. Kierra Reed, knocked down a 3 moments ago, has brought some energy off of the bench. And right on cue, it's Reed who takes it away. Passes it up to Danaeja James, who steps back and is going to take the three-point shot. That one going to miss everything as that ball right along the sidelines will stay with the Gators. That will do it, though, with our running clock. They'll get it in quickly. Rocco will pull the trigger. And not so fast, folks. We get a foul, so Rocco will step to the line and shoot 3 free throws before we wrap this one up.
Ball is on.
Gators
34.
show the awareness and the hustle to get the ball in quickly. Catch the Lady Hawks flat-footed. Now Rocco will get a chance to add a few from the free throw line before this one wraps up formally. So that'll do it. Rocco gets 2 of 3. And that makes the final score 59-28 at the end of this one. The Gators can't get it done here at home to end the season. They will turn the page and look forward to the offseason. Emma Paul leads all scorers with 22 in this one as the Riverhawks punch their tickets to the postseason and will continue to play on. As I step into frame here, I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight for the Gators. Looking through their stats, Anayla Jordan had 7 points for the Gators. That led the way. Danaeja James had 6, another 6 for Layla Rocco, including those last 2 free throws. 3 points apiece for Aubrie Lovelace, Kierra Reed, 2 for Trinity Reese, and 1 for Rachel Szymanski. And certainly a big shout out to those seniors departing the program that we talked about. Anayla Jordan, Maia Jones, Kierra Pitts, Danaeja James, and Trinity Reese, along with Aubrie Lovelace. We look through the quarters here. It was 16-12 after 1, just a 4-point game. Second quarter, that's really when Armstrong pulled away offensively, but more so putting the clamp down defensively. 13-2, made it a 29-14 lead at the half, and then things just exacerbated from there. A 21-9 third quarter in favor of Armstrong, and then a 9-5 advantage in the ultimate frame. Makes it 59-28. Thank you, everyone, so much for joining us here tonight at Gateway High School. I'm Vince Russo. For the rest of our crew, Adam Gusky, Lee Schaefer Jr., Lee Schaefer III, I want to thank you all for tuning in to GatewayGatorProductions.com. That'll put a bow on the girls' basketball season. Join us on NFHS next Monday night as we see Gateway take on Penn Hills here at home. And for the rest of the season, you can check us out, different events on GatewayGatorProductions.com. Stay locked in there. Follow us on Facebook. Keep up with what's going on. It should be a fun rest of the winter season and start to the spring as we bring you sports like lacrosse just around the corner. So again, for our entire crew, I'm Vince Russo signing off. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to GatewayGatorProductions.com.